Hey, Merry Christmas Eve. I have my little pad here. I don't want to show you around because things are kind of messy right now. I was gonna do a tour of the basement bachelorette pad once the bathroom. That's kind of sounds like a tongue twister. Basement bachelorette bathroom, whatever. So hopefully we get a bathroom down here soon. But anyways, things are going well and so far so good. We're all getting along and but I wanted to show you guys my Christmas card collection that I've been getting in the mail. So up here, that one there, that's from Gretchen's sister Jackie and her husband. We don't really stay in as good as touch as we used to, but she does still reach out to send well wishes every once in a while. This one here is from my sister Jody and her family. They actually have a pug named Rosie, and I was really hoping I would have had a chance to meet Rosie. I just love dogs, especially pugs. And then who's this from? Oh, that's from Colleen. And I have yet to give her her gift. And this, I have it right here. This is my gift from Colleen. This really awesome Bible. And then this is from, my friend from high school, my foster sister, Jean, and I guess one of her grandkids decorated the card with the stickers. So that's cool. That was the first Christmas card I got this year was from Jean. We stay in really good touch through the mail and on Facebook. And then this beautiful watercolor, that's from Cheryl. So that was really nice to get a work of art in the mail. And yeah, I got some soap for her. So I forgot to give her the soap when I gave her Christmas gift. So, and this is from Brittany, and I just tried calling Brittany. She's been a good friend for the last 5 years and gave me all kinds of wonderful gifts and stuff, especially housewarming gifts like this coffee maker she got for me, and that radio that WRCO is on. And so I tried calling her, but I think she's got plans today, so hopefully she sees the caller ID and calls me back. And this is from, that's from Gretchen. And I got the good news in the card that I'll be able to spend the day and most of tomorrow with her and the rat terriers and Chad. And this is from my dad, and he sent a check with that, which was really helpful. And he got his package yesterday, which was great. I'm glad he got the package before Christmas. And we texted each other like we always do when the Packers are playing. And this is I can't say who that's from. That's a secret. But that came with the $50 quick ship card. And that's someone who's really well respected in the community, but I don't want to jeopardize his career by him being friends with me. And this is that's from Lori, the whose family I'm staying with here. That's from her parents, who I got to travel with to see my dad, because Lori's sister lives 20 miles away from my dad in Maryland. So I got to go on this awesome road trip with some really cool people, and got to see my dad thanks to them. And she also gave me all the Christmas cards I sent out this year came from Lori's mom. She had been saving them, and she gave me this big box of Christmas cards. So I sent her one, and then they returned a card to me, or not returned, but sent me one back. Who is this from? That's from Lloyd. Hi, Lloyd. I'm going to send this video to you. So that's from Lloyd and Oscar, who have helped me out tremendously, and I've known as long as I've known Gretchen and Chad. And tomorrow will be the 28th anniversary of the day I met Chad. And I guess the way I met Lloyd was actually through Chad. They used to work together in Madison when Chad was a student there. So I keep in touch with Lloyd. I send him, something about every week or every other week, a little card or photos or something. And I text him my blogs. Every time I write a blog, I text it to him. And we communicate through email too. And this, I know who that's from. That's from Elaine, my buddy Elaine, who takes a lot of shit from people in the community. And I guess I kind of got some of that too just recently with the GoFundMe page. But I thought that was so cool she sent the Grinch card, because that was what me and Robbie dressed up as for this year. And this one here, that's a really special one. I just got that in the mail today on Christmas Eve. And that came from somebody I've actually known longer than Gretchen and Chad. His name is Bauman, and he's an Iranian film producer who I can switch this around now. That I used to work for when I lived out in New York City the first time I was out there, when I lived there for about 6 months. And we just kept in touch. I send him holiday mail, and he sometimes he sends a card back, and we're friends on Facebook. We don't do a whole lot of communication, but I was just telling Lori, I opened the card from her because I couldn't believe I got this card from him. He does documentaries about like Iranian cinema and stuff like that. And when the second time I went out to New York, when I was having my first manic episode, I went out there with a big dream. I had just written a screenplay. I took it to Bauman, and I left his office, came back an hour later. This time I was waved up. Normally you gotta wait. And he called me a genius and offered me a job on his next film. Well, a week later, I was on the street in New York, and then a week after that, I was on a bus back to Wisconsin. So that was kind of like my one chance to get into the movie business. Well, hopefully there's other opportunities, and I'd love to see Bauman again. He's kind of getting up there in years, so but it just makes me feel so wonderful that we've maintained contact with one another, for since 1996, or actually no, 95 is when I worked from at his movie, what do you call it, like a movie rental. I was a clerk at his movie store, and so that was pretty cool. He had films that nobody else in town had. I remember he had a framed article on his wall about Madonna. My hero, Madonna, had come into his business looking for this Marlene Dietrich movie that nobody else in town had. And so, yeah, she actually walks into his store and and gets this movie from him. So anyways, I got to show you Robbie sign off. And we are going to Grandma's. Yeah, soon. We're going to Grandma's.